Michael Nagy here with Jiggy Jag TV, and I'm here with Bella Morte. How you doing today?
Doing good, man.
Yeah,
Awesome,
great.
awesome. Now you want to give us a little history about the band?
Oh man,
Sure.
We started late '90s and have been going strong ever since.
Yeah.
And it's it's hard. Like we're definitely we fit well in the goth genre, but we spread our wings a lot. Like we
Yeah, I
definitely
noticed that. There's a bunch of elements. You got, like metal, rock, darkwave. It's kind of
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to limit ourselves because then for me, and I'm sure for him as well, it's not about selling records or anything. It's about doing what will make us happy.
Yeah.
You know, and so I wouldn't want to say, oh, we can't do that song even though we enjoy it and it makes us happy because people might not like it. So it's I don't want to limit myself. You know, and both of us will dabble in other music separately. You know, that we know won't be right for Bella. You know, we don't go too far off grid, but we're also not going to stick to one thing.
Yeah, we've gone too far off grid before, and we there's Bella songs we've put out that I do think a band needs to be somewhat defined, but there's songs we put out where fans are like, what is this?
Yeah.
And at those moments, looking back, we've definitely got our sound locked in now, what we do, but there are moments I'll look back and I'm like, that should have been a side project because I love the song, but
little experiment.
it's out of the box too far.
And the fun thing about it is he and I write everything together, and just he and I are in the studio recording. So if we write something or that's not a Bella song, but we like it, we can just say, okay, we're gonna do a side project.
Yeah.
And we're gonna release this under a different name.
That's
Yep.
cool.
And
It's that simple.
Yeah, and that other thing is if one of us comes to the table with whatever, if he writes a guitar riff, I'm writing a synth line or whatever, and it's that sounds like this genre. We can also bend it a little bit, make it work.
Sometimes we'll do that where one of us comes to the table with an idea, and then we'll sit down. If we like the idea, we'll sit down together. We'll rip it apart, and then together we'll put it back together to make what we feel is the best song
You
possible.
guys have been doing it for so long now that now
It's
you
kind
got
of a
this.
science
God.
to get in there, you know.
It's embarrassing. He'll know what I'm gonna do vocally
Really?
when I show him what I'm gonna do vocally. He's like, oh yeah, and then you're gonna It's
Wow.
He knows my tendencies. We've worked together so long.
Yeah, and we're very helpful. If I'm I want to put a fill here, but I can't hear it yet. He'll hum something out, or he'll sit at the keyboards, and then we'll work on it. And sometimes he's even I'm stuck on a vocal line. If you think of anything,
Yep.
let me know.
Zero egos.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't bring any of that stuff. No idea is out the window from the start, and no idea. We're not married to any ideas from the start.
Yeah,
It's just kinda-
and we've got the thing. A lot of bands have that problem where they feel if it's not their idea, it's the wrong idea.
Yeah, yeah.
And we just want to make the best song, and I feel it's if we're stuck on an idea and each of us come up with something, even if it's very different, we'll immediately know which one is the better one, no matter whose it is.
Yeah.
You know.
That's cool. Now I notice you have a common theme of love and loss. You want to tell us a little about that?
It's kind of been with us since the beginning. I don't even know if it was it was never a conscious idea. When I'm writing lyrics, I grew up a fan, I was a horror movie fan from a really young age,
Both of us.
yeah, and it's just kind of one of those things that I can't imagine writing about anything else,
Are those personal things or just things you take in?
Both.
Or
Actually, both. Yeah. No. A lot of times it'll be something very personal that we're talking about through some horror scenario, but it's actually about some relationship that fell through or something hard in life we're going through. But it's
And then there are other times it's just a ghost story or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, how many albums do you have now?
Oof.
I would guess over 10.
Oh, wow.
A lot.
10 albums.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bunch.
That's
I don't
incredible.
remember.
So then live, do you pull songs from all of them, or do you stick to more recent, or how do you do that?
We try, it's been tricky for us for the last couple of years because our drummer Christian lives in Boston, so we're not able to rehearse. And so we've had a pretty similar set since our last album came out.
Talking about adding some new stuff now, though.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to add some new stuff, which I'm excited about. Not that I love our set, what we've been playing and stuff like that, but it's a little tricky because we can't rehearse. when we get on stage together, unless we have some time at sound check. It's the first time. Like last night, yesterday when we played.
We hadn't played together since New Orleans.
Yes, it's Halloween.
Yeah, I noticed that. You guys don't play too often.
Well, it just depends. We try to focus on tours and festivals now. So we toured for the last album. We just don't have a new album out yet. But if, when we get a new album done, then we'll book a tour for it.
So you are planning on a new album?
Yeah.
Certainly, yeah. I mean, even when we're like too old and decrepit to tour heavily, until we physically can't, I don't see a day when we're not writing another Bella Morte album.
It's cool.
Ever.
Yeah, even if my legs stop working, someone can roll me on stage. As long as my arms work and my hands work.
And I'm saying even if we can't play live, I would still want to put out studio albums.
Oh,
that's awesome.
You know, there's no reason to stop.
Or even if we have to get other musicians while we just sit there going
Well, it's just because with the
microphones.
side projects like the Rain Within stuff, just so everyone knows that the Bella Morte still, is going to continue
absolutely.
even though there's other side
Yeah.
projects.
100%.
Yeah. Like we both do side projects and stuff like that. And with the Rain,
What are some of your projects?
I do a lot of my own solo stuff, and then I have a pretty trashy punk rock and roll band called the 40 Boys. I used to play with a girl named Lauren Hoffman in a band called the Secret Storm. So yeah, I stay busy otherwise with music, as busy as I can.
Just started your Tony Lemansky solo album.
Yeah, and then and I feel like with the Rain Within, it's it's one guy, he's doing it himself. The music fits very well with the fans that we already have, and so he's able to say, here, but check this out too. Whereas a lot of the stuff I do, I don't feel like I can really do that because I don't feel like it's in the wheelhouse. Which surprised me because the 40 Boys just played at Mysticon and that went over great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the fan base that Bella's had forever, the Rain Within definitely falls under that also.
But when I'm writing the Rain Within, I make sure not to step on Bella's toes either.
Yeah.
I don't put any guitars in my songs. I feel like as soon as or live instruments at all, live drums, I feel like as soon as I start doing those elements, without even meaning to, it'll start to morph into Bella. It'll start to creep into that sound, and I like these things being different.
Yeah.
I like having a different personality
Like
on
you
stage.
said, Rain Within's more dancing and Bella's
And Bella's
yeah.
Bella is like an 80s hair metal show. We're running around, jumping around and stuff. Whereas Rain Within, it's a lot more contained and
Cool. Each has its own entity.
yeah, exactly. So that's all very intentional. So
Cool. Now, if people want to look you up online, how do they do that?
at this point, I think the best thing to do is social media. We used to have a web, bellamorte.com. I think I've got that just redirected to our Facebook page or something. But that's the best stuff now: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
YouTube.
Yeah, we've got a YouTube channel. That'd probably be the best place to find us. Or you can get all of our music on Bandcamp, and that's where I always suggest people buy their music because it's very artist friendly.
Awesome.
It's much more artist friendly than most platforms. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, it was good talking to you guys.
Good talking to you too,
Look
man.
them up.